Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Zelp and today we're gonna look at Titania. There is this build that was kind of recommended by a clanmate and it seems to be really good in the index. So I want to show you guys how it works. Now there's many ways of playing the index. I understand if you want to carry a lot of those points, you might want to use something like Rhino. I used to use the Excalibur Umbra so that I can just go into operator mode and can shoot like sort of like an aimbot thing, and that actually really helps because it's a lot faster, it reacts a lot faster and a lot more accurate than me actually trying to aim the individual enemies. And of course I run that with something a little bit stronger like a Rubberband. But for Titania, her build is actually really strong. Now the thing about her is that she always had this feeling of squishiness in my mind, but actually she is really good. And one of the reasons is pointed out to me by that clanmate is that the key is quick thinking. He has a lot of good mods, so he has a better version of my Intensify. I think he used this almost fully ranked Umbra Intensify. He also has a prime flow. If I'm not mistaken, that is pretty much it. I think he runs with corrosive projection as well, but for the index I feel like this one might be actually better, growing power. So the moment you shoot or attack and does a proc, it's actually going to increase your ability strength, which also increase your damage. So all these is going to make your damage really high, and this is survivability. This is so that you can sustain your pixie form. I guess that's what it's called, the fourth ability, and these are also for sustaining that form. Flow is really give you that buffer for quick thinking, but I don't have this character kind of modded well, so I'm still losing out a lot in terms of capacity. So I cannot really put in even a maxed out flow. So right now I'm just using a simple flow here. But the thing about the fourth ability is that not only do you get like really small, and I guess it's really hard to hit considering that I believe the hitbox is also really small, but it also has 50% chance of evading. So not only it's hard to hit, but it has a 50% chance of, even if it hits, it's not going to do any damage. I think that is how it works. So with that said, I feel like this is pretty tanky. Also the number of drones, I don't really remember what that does. I have to look it up. Anyways, so that is for the Titania. And if you look at the weapon, this is also something that he kind of recommends. Now these are like the no-brainers, and the way he modded was that he had 4 of these elemental mods that gives him a lot of damage. But I kind of want to go for a little bit more status because I realized that Titania actually has a lot of slash, and so therefore having a little bit more status, if you could do 1 or 2 slash procs, it's gonna kill the enemy really quickly. So I went for more of a status build, but what he did was that he kind of, let's see if I can show this to you. So he would put this in. Oh, so yeah, one of the reasons why I went for a status build as well is because I just don't have the capacity to do what he does. But long story short, he just basically replaced his status build for these common, the normal elemental mods, and also he used one of the slots. He has a legendary pistol gambit and he used that. And yeah, so I don't have it, and also it's not fully modded, so I can't put or play exactly the same way that he does. But I think I'm gonna leave this here so that I can actually increase my damage. You see, just by changing this over, I actually increased the damage by 1000 for viral. So if you add them all up, you're actually doing a huge amount of damage. And I guess that is where this build kind of shines. So you have survivability, you have the damage, plus it's actually pretty fast for you to move around as a pixie, as a fairy, as I don't know what it's called. So let's give it a try, and we're gonna do a quick run so they can see how it's like. Hopefully we get a decent team to showcase this. Please wait. Usually when that happens, it means that there is a team and I'm trying to connect to them. Problem is, I don't always get to, because I feel like for Warframe at least, a lot of the players are not from my region. So there's actually more players from NA and the EU than from Southeast Asia, which is sad because there's a lot of people that I know through YouTube or through Discord, and when I try to play with them I get like 300 ping, sometimes more, sometimes less. Okay, so I'm doing this solo because in the last match we actually paired up with a different squad, which is horrible because it was so laggy. Now I don't really like this map. Actually I prefer the other one, the open one, because it's just so much easier to maneuver, and this is a little bit congested, but it will have to do. So the whole idea is really just to showcase what this build can do and how strong it is. So first of all, you realize that I can maneuver around a lot quicker. This means I can find the enemies a lot faster, right? And you can see the damage is not lacking as well. I killed them in one hit, more or less. Right? You do have to stay away from the bombs because I don't think you can dodge explosives. Maybe the evasion 50% thing might work, but other than that, not so. So the problem with I guess this build or playing with Titania is that since you're using its ultimate, you need mana. Without mana, you'll turn back into the lamer form. That's my teammate. I was like wondering why isn't he shooting at me? There you go. Oh, ooh, there's one really close. You can see in terms of survivability, it's actually not too bad. So we have about 8 on us right now. So I want to submit it simply because I don't want to lose my pixie form. You can also use your operator if you have this particular skill to give you mana, and that will make things a lot better as well. So yeah, all in all, run around and just it helps if you know where the energy ball spawns, so you can run around those routes and find enemies, because technically they can be anywhere. So there you go, found one, killed it. Alright, there's another one, killed it. So yeah, this method of playing feels so much more interesting and so much more fun than the original way that I used to farm index. I guess the original way that I used to farm index is a little bit more lazy-ish because I was using Excalibur Umbra. I don't really need to aim or anything like that. Where are you? So this way you do need to pay attention, you do need to aim. So I guess there are pros and cons. Also, if you think about it, if you have Titania, that's all you need, because the weapon and everything comes with the it comes with the Warframe. That's what I wanted to say. So unlike my Excalibur Umbra, first of all, you need to have your operator. Second of all, so it needs to be unlocked. Secondly, you need to have a really good weapon for your Spectre or the Umbra to use. Instead, ooh, there's an enemy. I feel like this place is just so dark. I can't even see what I'm shooting, or if it's, oh boy, that hurts. Oh, those two. Yeah, I can't even see what I was shooting at. Now in terms of survivability, it's actually not too bad as well. So far we haven't died. And we are just like more or less standing in front of them shooting, right? We didn't really dodge or take cover or anything like that. Let's submit so that we can maintain our energy. Oh, hi there. Ooh. I don't like dealing with the drones that he summons. Hello? Oh, there's more. Didn't see him there. So I'm doing this solo again. The rest is bots. They if you guys played solo before, or if you have bots in your game, you know that they're not really fast, they're not really efficient. So most of the points are submitted by me and done by me. Okay, I feel like you don't actually have to see me play through the entire thing. You kind of get my point. It's a new fun way if you haven't tried it, and definitely give it a try. You might actually like it. It's way more fun than being a Warframe running around. You can actually be a fairy and fly around. So you have the attack damage, you have the speed. Also, you can actually carry a decent amount of points because your survivability is based more on evasion and having a small hitbox than to say like your health pool. Also, because of quick thinking, even if you do get hit, your energy actually takes some of the blow instead, so you don't die. With that said, I'm still actually kind of waiting a little bit longer for the Grandal video to get more information before I actually do a build or something to showcase it. And I don't think that you guys realize, but I've been putting a lot of sort of like events in the description. So if you check out the description in a few of the videos, you'll actually see that there are all ways to get my glyph if you're interested. My glyph is very simple. It's really just the face thing. If you've seen my YouTube video, it's basically a YouTube icon without the extra LP. So yeah, just want to point that out. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys will get to try something new. I'll see you guys next time. And by that, I mean tomorrow. Bye bye.